Attention passionate Chicago, Bears fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago, Bears fans. Let's get to the news. All right, Bears fans, buckle up because there's some serious buzz floating around that could shake up the entire NFC North, and honestly, the NFL as a whole. Rumors are swirling about a potential blockbuster trade involving one of the league's top linebackers, Fred Warner from the San Francisco 49ers, heading straight to the Windy City. Now I know what you're thinking, Fred Warner. That's a game changer, and it's not just speculation for fun. This could be a move that transforms the Bears' defense into a true powerhouse, giving them a shot at contending seriously for a Super Bowl in the upcoming seasons. Let's break it down. The 49ers, coming off a 12-4 record, are in a bit of a tricky spot financially. They're tight on cap space after the success of Brock Purdy and the team's deep playoff run. Reports suggest that the 49ers are pondering trading Fred Warner, not because they want to let him go easily, but because they see it as necessary to rebuild their roster with younger assets. The trade discussions center around a deal where the Bears would send a second-round pick in the 2026 draft and a fourth-round pick in 2027 to San Francisco in exchange for Warner. It's a hefty price, but one that could pay off big time for Chicago fans craving a dominant linebacker to anchor their defense. Now, why would the 49ers consider parting ways with Warner? Well, they're looking at a possible rebuild, especially in the linebacker core. They've got their eyes on Greenlaw, who's been a solid player and could step up as the new leader in the middle. San Francisco is prioritizing youth and cap flexibility, and moving on from Warner, who's been a cornerstone, would free up cap space and give them draft assets to build for the future. Right now, Warner is earning around $20 million a year, but with a significant dead cap hit of about $84 million in 2026, it makes sense for the 49ers to explore this move. For the Bears, this is a golden opportunity. Chicago's defense has been solid, but they've lacked that elite, game-changing linebacker who can be a true general on the field. Enter Fred Warner. The guy is a defensive maestro, covering tight ends like a blanket, making plays in the run game, and just exuding leadership. His career stats are impressive. Nearly 950 tackles, 10 sacks, 10 interceptions, and 56 pass deflections. His PFF grade has consistently been above 90, and his coverage EPA per snap is phenomenal, at -0.20, which indicates he's a disruptive force in pass coverage. Plus, he's elite versus tight ends, with yards after catch averaging just 2.5 yards per play. That kind of consistency and versatility is exactly what the Bears need to elevate their defense to the next level. Chicago, currently sitting with around $5 million in negative cap space, would need to do some restructuring, possibly reworking contracts like Tremaine Edmunds to free up room. But the potential gains are massive. Adding Warner would give the Bears a true leader in the middle, someone who can rally the defense and elevate everyone around him. Think of him as a modern-day Urlacher, a player who can inspire confidence and set the tone for a unit that's been struggling against the run and in coverage. His addition could be the catalyst that propels the Bears into serious playoff contention, and who knows, maybe even a Super Bowl run. Now I have to mention the impact this could have beyond just the defense. The Bears are looking to improve their overall roster, and acquiring a player like Warner would send a message that they're serious about competing now. His presence on the field could also inspire the entire team, especially the young linebackers and defensive backs, to elevate their game. Plus, with the Bears, offense already showing promise under Justin Fields, having a defense anchored by a player of Warner's caliber would make them a dangerous team to face. And let's talk about the potential playoff implications. The odds for the Bears to reach the Super Bowl have already improved, moving from +5,000 to +3,500 with some betting platforms, thanks in part to the ongoing roster upgrades and the belief that they're building something special. Adding Warner would further boost those odds because it's not just about filling a need. It's about transforming the identity of the team. A linebacker of Warner's caliber can increase the stop rate in the playoffs, as seen in previous seasons where elite defenses have made deep runs. His ability to disrupt passing lanes and shut down key opponents like the Packers, especially in high-stakes games, could be the difference between a first-round exit and a Super Bowl appearance. Of course, there are still questions. Will the 49ers really pull the trigger? Will the Bears be willing to give up the draft capital needed for such an impact player? And how quickly can Warner adapt to a new system and environment? Those are valid concerns, but from a fan's perspective, the potential upside far outweighs the risks. The Bears have been building for this moment, drafting well, developing young talent, and now, perhaps, making a bold move to bring in a proven leader who can change the course of their franchise. Looking ahead, this trade could set the stage for a new chapter in Bears history. Imagine a defense with Warner flying around, making plays, and leading a unit that imposes its will on opponents. It's reminiscent of the glory days when Brian Urlacher and company dominated the league, and the fans could be on the verge of witnessing something similar again. Not to mention, Warner's presence could also be a magnet for other talented defenders to want to join Chicago, seeing the team as a true contender in the making. Of course, all of this hinges on whether the 49ers decide to move him, and whether the Bears are willing to meet the asking price. But one thing is for sure, if this trade happens, it will be a game changer. It could elevate the Bears from a promising team to a legitimate playoff contender, and possibly a Super Bowl favorite if everything aligns. The NFC North is already competitive, with the Lions, Vikings, and Packers all looking to make strides, but a move like this could give Chicago the edge they need to dominate the division and make a real statement. So, Bears fans, keep your eyes peeled. This is one of those moments that could define the upcoming seasons. Whether it happens sooner or later, the possibility of Fred Warner donning the navy and orange is enough to get any fan excited about what's to come. The Bears have been patient, building through the draft and developing their core, but now, it might be time to make a bold move to accelerate the process. And if it happens, the entire NFC North better watch out because the Chicago Bears are about to become even more dangerous. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Chicago Bears news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Do you believe Warner's arrival could be the missing piece that finally puts the Bears over the top? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Bears. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news. This offseason is shaping up to be one of the most exciting in recent memory, and with moves like this potentially on the table, the future is looking bright in the Windy City. Let's keep the passion alive, and as always, bear down.